Hi Cancer, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with a love reading. I know, it's new and it's different. I have been asked recently quite a bit to put a love reading on the channel. So here we are, one for each sign. I've been watching some of my favorite YouTubers and checking out their love readings and asking myself what kind of content I would like if I were looking for a love reading. And I've noticed that a lot of readers do vice versa type of energy, meaning they lay out the cards and they let you know that the information could be you, the message could be the other person. I find that confusing. So, this side of the reading is dedicated to you, and this side of the reading is dedicated to your person. No vice versa. No crossovers. This is you, this is them. Alright, let's get into it. All the cards used in the reading will be listed for you in the description box below if you're curious about them. And the first two cards come from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. I simply asked, what's going on in the love atmosphere for Cancer at this time? And this is a timeless reading. It's for whenever you see it. So your first card is, you deserve love. You are lovable. As if you needed the reminder, but apparently you do because the card is here, right, Cancer? So there may be something going on in your world at this time that has called this into question for you. Or perhaps you've gone through a period of time where you've been feeling a little less than you typically do. And this card is a great reminder for you to refill your own tank, do the self-care, do the self-nurturing, and give yourself the love that you require so you have that to offer your relationship. Coming with this card is flirt. Yeah, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You know, play, laugh, have fun, spend time with the people you know, love, trust, and truly enjoy so that you can get an infusion of, let's say, uplifting energy for yourself so that you can, as I said, fill your tank, and then you have that to share everywhere else. And flirting, whole lot of fun with your person, isn't it? And if you've been feeling a little bit less than fulfilled at this time, and you're taking the steps for self-nurturing, self-care, then flirting gets a whole lot easier with your special person. So, you know, maybe tell some jokes. Get the ball rolling, get playful, get funny, and see where it leads you. And now what's going on in the love atmosphere for your person? They have the let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So your person may be doing some inner journey work, and it's made them really uncomfortable at this time. We all know what that feels like when we go through a very challenging aspect of our spiritual journey. And so they may be wanting to control the outcome and knowing that they can't, it's better to just sort of roll with it and allow. But that may be, let's just say, rocking the boat within relationship at this time. Both of you may be feeling like you're walking on eggshells around each other, and maybe it may be that as one person navigates a really challenging aspect of the journey, the other person is feeling somewhat withdrawn. And the message here is to, again, do all the self-care and encourage your person into self-care and unconditional love for whatever control issues are coming up for them at this time. My sense of it is that your person is letting go of some old pattern, and you know, it'd be way easier to stick to the pattern, but they really do want to rise above it. So some loving encouragement from you will probably uplift the energy within the relationship, making playfulness and connection more possible. And then this leg of the journey goes a bit easier because your person feels supported. And coming with this is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, it's really possible right now that your person is doing their level best to let go of some old patterns, old behaviors, old ways of being that have maybe crept into the relationship, and you've called them on it and let them know that, this isn't part of an interdependent relationship. It actually fuels a codependent relationship, and that's not where the two of you have agreed to relationship terms. So your person's having to do some inner journey work from old patterns, old belief system, old programming, and it's made for some uncomfortable moments. Though I do feel that the unconditional love that is between you wins the day, and conversations like that will be really helpful to this process. The next set of cards comes from the Soul Journey Lesson Oracle. And these cards focus on what you are doing in your soul journey at this time. In your card, how perfect is that? So if your partner's going through some life review and some upgrade of life experience, you have the surrender card. And the message on that is, I can release my need to control. Isn't that interesting? As your partner is letting go of control issues, you are sharing how surrendered you are to letting go of control issues, not wanting to control their process, but being there as a support and being a living model of surrender and yielding to a higher vibrational frequency. So you have that to offer your partner, and you're being reminded of how to gift yourself with that energy as well as your person goes through that. And then look at you. Here you are with the growth card. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. This is really great because you're able to reaffirm for yourself just that, the surrender and the growth, while your partner works through old patterns and breaks down old boundaries, ways of thinking, doing, and being. It's giving you a great refresher for your own journey, and you're sharing some of your wisdom in that regard with your person when they're receptive to it. Let's see what's going on in their soul journey. Their first card is balance. I love that we're seeing the balance card. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This is beautiful. This tells you where they are in the process. They truly are balancing out this energy at this time. So your continued support is deeply appreciated because their next card is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah. They are setting themselves free from something old that's probably had them under its thumb their whole lives. They've seen it, they've recognized it, they know that it is not something that contributes to the interdependent relationship that the two of you have created, because these codependency issues have shown up on their part. Congratulations to them for recognizing that. Congratulations to you for calling them out on that, for having really adult conversation around it that is non-judgmental and unconditionally loving. That's really solid spiritual journey work, and way to go in terms of how you invest your energy and how you share that invested energy with your person. All right, the next set of cards comes from Mystic Moon Oracles, and these cards are all about the subtle energies at play in the atmosphere that you may only mildly be aware of or not be aware of at all. So this is for you and your partner. Your first is new direction. And action. Excellent. You are taking action on new direction of surrender, growth, balance, freedom within the relationship. My sense here is that both of you have recognized some codependency tendencies within the relationship, and having witnessed that, both of you are doing the inner work to bring that into harmony, balance, and to set it free. That's real growth, and it does take surrender to make that happen. And the spirit of fun and play and flirting is a great way to remain connected while you do some of the heavy lifting in the spiritual journey. And what's going on for your partner? Whoa, tough one. Victim and healing. That's beautiful. So your partner's really doing a lot of healing work on an old victim mentality, recognizing that they are not the victim of programming and belief system that was passed to them by other people. Well-intentioned people, however, there were some limiting beliefs passed on, especially in regard to self-relationship. And of course, that lends itself to how we are and how we show up in beloved relationships. So having seen it, your partner's gone right to work on healing it, which is so beautiful. Again, your unconditional love and support and great communication through this process is key. All right, the next set, all tarot cards. This is 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. Simply asked for an overall message of what's charging the love atmosphere for Cancer at this time. And your first card is, and you can say congratulations to yourself on this one, the 10 of Swords. What an excellent card to have in this lineup of oracle cards, because this is showing all the beautiful work that you're doing, that your partner's doing. And the 10 of Swords is a card of, well, it's called the Fallen Master. So the Master gets up, believe it or not, from having 10 swords stuck in. The Master gets up and walks on from that. And this is what you've done. This is how you've grown. This is how you've surrendered. This is how you've set yourself free, liberated your own spirit by choosing to be a spiritual master in your soulful journey. So this is a wonderful card because 10s are about completion, fulfillment, reaching the end of a cycle, and moving on to the very next cycle. And you're marching on toward that, and your partner is doing the same. Next card, excellent, is the 8 of Coins, Pentacles. The core meaning on this card is doing the work of your soul. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working for you and it's working within your relationship. Next, you have the 6 of Coins. I love this. This is a card about generosity and the reciprocity within the relationship. So both of you are generous to one another in the way that you share your togetherness, and it is reciprocal. One of you isn't doing all the giving, one of you isn't doing all the taking. You are giving and receiving beautifully together. Even in the face of a challenging leg of the spiritual journey where one of you is addressing some really deep energies of, victim mentality and attempting to control one's emotional addiction to behaving in a certain way. It's a big deal to turn that energy over and choose a different frequency, to choose a different way. So even in the face of all that, there's still a lot of generosity and reciprocal, loving, sharing togetherness. Oh, how beautiful. And then you have the Empress, another gorgeous card. There's the mother of the tarot right there. So she brings in a beautiful energy of nurturing. She's almost always pregnant when we see her in tarot. She's about to give birth to something. And this is indicative of you giving birth to a whole new realm and way of being, a whole new way of relating within your beloved relationship. This is a card also about cycles and rhythms and gestating. Again, we come back around to nurturing. So something that's been held in heart space for you, Cancer, is about to be born into this high vibe frequency that you have cultivated for yourself. Then you have the 6 of Swords. I love this because this is a card that really acknowledges and validates your journey out of more challenging life experiences. And it's so sweet to have the card here because it speaks to your experience in less than favorable conditions and your choice to move on to favorable conditions, which has helped you create this interdependent, loving relationship in the first place. But not only that, you have this kind of experience to share with your partner as they do some healing work in this realm as well. The more unfavorable aspects of their life experience. They're doing some deep work on that to release, a victim mentality. It's huge work. So your experience there Your choice long ago to take action and head in a new direction serves you now because you have that wisdom to share. Next, you have Justice, which is another, it's a balance card. We have the Balance Oracle card over here as well. So this really is about bringing harmony and balance into the relationship and at a much more enjoyable life frequency. You're really kind of going through an ascension, an upgrade, we'll say. Next, you have the Four of Swords. Beautiful, because this is being done peacefully and in a relaxing way. You're in a good atmosphere to travel this leg of the journey within self-relationship and in your beloved relationship. The Four of Swords is also a really stable card, so you're on a good foundation, which is why this work is even possible at this time. And in addition to that, the Four of Swords is a card of preparation for what comes next. And what comes next is living with freedom from these energies that are being healed and released. And what's that going to look and feel like? You're being prepared for that at this time. And then your last card is, oh, beauty of beauties, the High Priestess. This has all been made possible by your deep inner knowing, by following your intuition and staying on your path, and no matter what got thrown down in front of you. That's what gives you the endurance and the fortitude to see yourself through some of these now experiences within self-relationship, and also to be a witness to what's happening for your partner without judgment, without argument, and without animosity even. So yeah, does it get uncomfortable? Certainly. Are there moments when you feel doubtful, like, is this love going to last over here? You're lovable, right? You deserve love. We all have those questions from time to time. And what's so sweet is that you are looking into your prior experiences for greater strength, depth, awareness, and fortitude, so that you have that to offer what's unfolding in the now. Well, there you have it, Cancer. What a beautiful message for you. Congratulations in the journey for all this beautiful spiritual investment in self and spiritual investment in your love relationship. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working for you. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It's deeply appreciated on my part. It helps to move the videos. Move the videos around here on YouTube. Have a beautiful day, Cancer. Namaste.